What is up, guys? Hope everybody is having a great day. And today I wanted to talk about the five powers. Now, when it comes to making a message known, there's five things that I think are super important. I call them the five powers: the power of video, the power of brand, the power of photography, and the power of written word. And then there's also, so don't worry about the fingers: video, audio, photography, brand, and written word. So, with that being said, I kind of just wanted to go in detail about each of the five powers. So, the first one is video. Okay, in a world where people are consuming information, people are wanting to learn from people, I think video is the most important of all of these. And the reason for that being is because when you shoot a lot of video, when you have a lot of video content, you are able to learn about people, about who they are, what they believe, how they do things. And so, if there was three things when it comes to being able to do video, like I said in the video about micro video, it's always about your expertise, tips and tricks in your industries, and FAQs. But on top of those things, you can do things such as brand stories, customer testimonials, things that just really build the brand and really help you separate yourself from the competition. And so there's lots of ways that you can do videos. You can hire a videographer for some. I think, to be honest, the iPhone is super powerful, so you can utilize that as well. But if there was anybody out there who owned a business of any kind, I would tell them to start utilizing video, due to the fact that video is how people connect with you. I know that whenever I hear a client's name or they send me a text saying, "Hey, I heard about you through an Instagram post or through a friend," the first thing I do is I go on their social media and I go to see if they have any videos. Because if they have videos, it helps a couple of things. One, it helps me learn about them, but two, it shows that they're comfortable being in front of a camera. So, video by far is the most important of the five powers in 2023, in my opinion. The next most important, well, not the next most important, but the next power is the power of audio. I think that where audio is more important or more valuable than video is the conveniency at which it can be consumed. And here's what I mean by that. When it comes to video, you have to stop, look at your screen. So if you're driving, if you're in a meeting, if you're running, if you're not trying to look at a TV or whatever, it's hard to consume video content. But when it comes to audio, you can listen to audio in the car, you can listen to audio while you work out, you can listen to audio while you're at work, and you can still consume the information in the same way. So when we talk about audio, there's many things that you can do here. There's audiobooks. So if you've written a book, a great way to really reach a broader audience is to get it on places like Audible. That way people can consume your information through audio. But then when it comes to creating video content using Anchor FM, what you can do is you can take those videos that you have and then put them into podcast form so people can listen to what you're talking about. So that's why I think audio is so important. I think that audio is really going to ramp up in these next couple of years because it's easy to consume and you can consume it just about anywhere that you're at. The next one is the power of photography. Now, photography is one of those weird things that at first people said it was valuable, and then video came along and people didn't see the power of photography. But here's the thing I would tell you when it comes to photography. Whether it's headshots, behind the scenes shots, shots of initiatives that you're trying to promote, the thing about photography is not only is it a great way for people to first see what you're doing, but you can also utilize the photography that you're getting, whether it be on your iPhone or hiring a photographer. You can utilize it in many ways. And here's what I mean. Sometimes when we do video shoots, after the video shoot is done, we then turn around and we get headshots of people on the team. From there, we get behind the scenes shots. Now we're able to use those shots in thumbnails and we're able to use those shots on graphics on Instagram. But then the headshots we're not only able to use on graphics, but they're able to show the world their headshot through a professional view on their Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and other places of that nature. So I think that when it comes to photography, it's super important, not just because you can post them online, but because you can utilize them in different ways. The next power is the power of brand. And the power of brand is extremely important because of the fact that when it comes to your brand, you want people to associate certain things with you. An example of this is the red, white, and black basketball sneaker. Now, when I say that, 9 times out of 10, somebody thinks about an Air Jordan. Or if I say an all-white sneaker, you either think of white Vans or the Nike Air Force One. And that's the power of brand, to take something so simple and then make it represent who you are, or put it in people's mind that something as simple as a white sneaker can be represented by a brand of the Nike Air Force One. And so I think brand is important, and that's why making sure that you got the right fonts, the right colors, and things of that nature are important, because you want people to start to assume certain colors and certain symbols to who you are and what you do. Great example of this, going back to Nike, is the Nike swoosh, right? When you see it, you think of a brand, you think of a culture, and it associates the two together, and it allows more people to know you for that specific reason. And the last one is written word. I think that written word, when it comes to online, is super important. And with the innovation of AI, there's lots of things that you can utilize the power of written word for. Not only social media captions, but quotes that can be original. You can utilize words to script out videos. That way you're prepared if you're not comfortable on camera or just speaking off the rip. So when it comes to the power of written word, it's one of these things that it's super important, because whatever you say in your words or whatever you write down, you can use the other forms of creating content to then really make your message known. So these are the 5 powers. These are kind of what I base my marketing company off of, what I base the marketing I do for my clients off of. If you ever want to learn some more about how we do that, feel free to shoot me a message at frhart2, that's my personal Instagram, or shoot me a text at 404-966-9363. So take these 5 powers, see how you can apply them in your business, and I promise you, once you start to apply them, you'll love the content results that you see. Have a great day, and God bless.